All right, so I wanted to talk a little bit of esports. I mean, this is still such a burgeoning thing, and it's not really caught on with the mainstream too much yet, but it's getting there.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a big step in that way because the X Games just happened. Now, I didn't actually know this. For the last 3 years, esports have been a part of the X Games.
Yeah, when you told me that, I was blown away. I didn't know that they had a connection between video games and sports.
I mean, it's a natural connection because, I mean, you got the extreme sport athletes. The majority of them are video gamers.
They're all 15-year-olds.
They're all young, usually young guys. There's young girls too. And but yeah, it seems like a natural move. You got a lot of them are crossing over. Now, what the important thing is, like in the past, for the last 2 years prior to this, the games were Call of Duty and Counter-Strike.
Yeah, Counter-Strike's huge.
I want to say maybe one other one, but yeah, those were the big ones. But this one kind of sets it apart because this was the year Halo 5 came in.
Oh.
So again, it's Xbox exclusive, which is kind of hard. Counter-Strike and Call of Duty are PC. PC and cross-platform, you can do whatever you want. They're on everything. But this is like a Xbox exclusive type of thing, so it's kind of unique. It's also arguably the biggest game in the world.
Yeah.
People who don't know gaming still might know Halo.
Yeah.
And also Halo is known for its PvP multiplayer.
So for the esports, did they have this at the X Games itself? Was there a separate tent?
It was in Aspen.
Oh, okay.
They brought all the teams in. They brought the top 8 they could get. Apparently, there's a top 10 teams. I don't know who ranks them. Probably MLG.
So it wasn't like the snowboarders would go and snowboard and then all of a sudden jump into a tent and start playing some esports.
No, and I still think that there's a weird future in that, and I have a theory about that. Yeah, you could do it as biathlon, or everyone hates the Pro Bowl game.
Yeah.
For football.
Yeah.
Why not just name the Pro Bowlers and then let them play Madden?
That's an excellent idea.
Because
I want that to happen.
Nobody wants to get hurt.
Oh my god.
Everyone hates the Pro Bowl because usually guy ends up blowing his knee out in a game that doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Make them play Madden.
Yeah, but the players like going to Hawaii.
Yeah, plus all of those
you
guys.
Still do it in Hawaii.
You can totally still do it in Hawaii. Do it outside.
Have them all dressed up in Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah, they'll all stand
out.
at games.
I think that's a fantastic idea. I would watch that.
I think it's at least safe. Nobody will get hurt. But this year, because Halo 5 came out, they did it with Halo 5. I don't know actually if they did it under the other ones too, but I know Halo 5 was out. It popped up on my Xbox and I turned it on. It was available through the Watch ESPN app. You could actually stream it through ESPN, which was kind of a big deal. Again, it wasn't on TV, but it was also available via Twitch, and it was available through the MLG network, which is basically Twitch. Yeah. But it was kind of cool. I was able to watch Evil Geniuses take on, I think, Team Liquid. Evil Geniuses won the whole tournament.
I love these names.
I know, and they have coaches too, which
awesome.
Kind of cracked me up. And I'm like, again, where do you draw the line where you're like, you know what, man, my playing days are over. I'm a coach from now on.
I heard it's 25.
Yeah, because your fast twitch motor skills apparently go downhill at 25. Yeah. So there's some things I want to say about it, though. In terms of watchability, as a person who plays games, it is inherently watchable. Mm-hmm. Halo has always been pretty watchable. There's little things that they should change. One, they should mod the characters a little bit. Make each one unique so I know who I'm watching. It was straight red versus blue. I don't know who I'm looking at.
Yeah, Halo, I've noticed that with this one in particular, but in the past, you had your red versus blue, but at least in even Halo 1, you had different shades of red, different shades of blue, which was awesome. And then in Halo 2, you actually had even more customization by putting emblems and armor pieces and all this stuff. Halo 5 has that, but something with the color blue and the color red that they put in this time, it's just too much.
It's almost a glowing color.
Yeah.
And the battlefield that they were on, I don't know where it is because I haven't played Halo 5, but it was almost like an electric battlefield.
Oh, yeah.
It was a super bright. It was like you were playing inside an arcade.
Like Tron.
It was like Tron.
Yeah.
It was a lot like Tron.
Yeah, but I mean, with that bright colors or that color palette they chose, you can't see any of the detail in the armor anymore. No. So even if they had a special type of chest piece that was different from somebody else, you couldn't tell.
Well, it's either that or if we're going to do this as professional gaming, give them jerseys. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily jerseys, but a character skin that's unique to that team. And I think that would be really cool. Let them design it a little bit. I mean, you could keep them in the red-blue realm or something like that, but let them mod it up a little bit so that you know, hey, I'm watching Liquid Dave or whoever. You know, they all go by their team name and their first name or whatever. They all have crazy names. But, like, as far as watchability, like, that would be nice. Two, they need a software that's specific to the event. Like,
because right now you're just kind of watching that person's view, right?
You're clicking into first-person view of whatever character they've decided is doing something worthy of watching. Which, in Halo, I believe I don't even know what the teams were. It was probably 6v6 or something like that.
4v4.
Or 4v4.
Yeah.
It was not crazy. Like, it wasn't the 2020. The 2020 would be out of control. Like, you wouldn't be able to watch that.
Well, especially when you got those guys that are camp sniping, so it's like how impressive is it going to be?
These guys were amazing. Like they're always bouncing and like watching another player come bouncing across, and then they're bouncing up here, and it's like boom, one headshot, and it's over. Like they're that good. But then it would be like you'd see a player die, and then they'd just pop to another player. And again, it was usually first person view. And I said occasionally, sometimes they would go third person, and I wasn't totally sure how they were doing it.
Yeah, that seems interesting. How you can, because even in well, I mean, you can pop out into third person if you're doing a special ability when you're controlling the character, but you can't set your your camera mode to be third person.
Right.
So I wonder how they did that.
I don't know either. And like I said, like they need a specific software that makes it camera. You know what I'm saying? Like it would be a virtual camera that exists in the world. So like when you're watching League of Legends, you're watching top down. You can watch the action, and then you can actually zoom kind of to certain battles if you want. You kind of have to stay wide. Because the way League of Legends is set up is your big Titan characters are doing all the battling, and all these little characters are trying to like snipe off at them a little bit, and then you have to again it's a weird strategy thing for that. But like for Halo, like what I want to do is like I want the overall map view. I want to see what each character is doing, and then I could shoot to each one. And then having that third person floating camera would be huge because it would give you that sports feel of I'm still here. But I'm not them. Yeah. You know, I'm not in the head of the player. That's kind of weird.
And you could do that now with your theater mode. You can go back and replay all of your matches, and all that information is there. You can jump to any character. You can do that floating camera mode.
But I think that takes that rendering. True. Game is over. Watch theater mode now. It's all been saved. So like to do it in real time would be kind of difficult, but I think it's what they need to do. And I've said this too about like Counter-Strike 2. Counter-Strike is a great game, and it's very TV friendly because it's real simple to follow. These are the terrorists. These are the good guys, or whatever. You know, fight, go, points. You figure it out, or it's capture the flag or deactivate the bomb. It's simple to follow. Halo's the same way. Kill the other team. Yeah, it's easy to follow. Like League of Legends is hard to follow if you don't understand the game. Yeah. Younger people are playing. They play Smite. And they're all basically the same. Dota. You know, it's kind of like there's a strategy portion, then there's the actual battle portion. Right. But like I think Halo and Counter-Strike and things like that are the ones that people can grasp on right away who aren't hardcore gamers. And if you want to do that, you got to have a television environment that invites them in. And I think having a third-party software that can somehow like tie all these guys together and then access them at different points, and you call it like a director would call a football or baseball game.
Right, exactly. You gotta have that interaction with the audience too, because you can't just have it. Oh, I'm gonna watch this guy's one view that the whole entire time, and it gets boring.
Yeah, you would get bored, or that player dies, you just go to the next player. And then it's some of the guys are great. I mean, they're really amazing to watch what they do. Like I watch Destiny videos with these guys are ridiculous with the sniping and like just peeking around a corner for like a half a second, and they fire one shot and drop a guy. Like they're pretty amazing. And I think once it becomes it's going to have to become TV friendly. Mm-hmm. And some of the TV friendliness too is staring at a 20-year-old with his mouth open playing video games. Doesn't really help. But that's what it looks like. They always have like a GoPro on the kid, and he's always bent really far over in a weird position staring at his monitor, which again, that's the position which you play video games.
The facial expression is just...
It's not that TV friendly, and so I don't know how you fix that. Because you still need that shot. Because you have shots of coaches, you have shots of players. You got to have the slamming of your fist. The reaction stuff. But they shot the whole thing was picture in a picture, and then what you're seeing with each guy. And again, just seeing this kid go is not the most fascinating thing, but it doesn't. I guess it doesn't really have to be.
Doesn't he start cattle prodding each character as he dies?
Yeah. Put some real consequences on there. Yeah. But in terms of sports, we could talk about some real sports here. We got the Super Bowl coming up, which again, we're not a sports podcast yet.
Well, we have some sports. We have EA Sports. It's in the game.
Yeah. But yeah, like with the Super Bowl coming up, the important parts are there's going to be Deadpool trailers and X-Men trailers are going to be all over the Super Bowl. So like again, if you just watch for the ads, those are going to be all over the place. Like they're being. What's funny is they're teasing ads.
Right.
Which I mean, Deadpool has been doing that for the last 2 months, where like he puts out trailers for his trailers.
Yeah.
And like, I think they've managed that. Even if this movie sucks, it's going to be fine.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like the people want to see it. They've heightened the interest. I'm already into it.
Oh yeah, I'm totally on board.
The extended shot of Negatronic Teenage Warhead or whatever her name is. I'm sorry, I'm butchering that probably. Or Negasonic is pretty awesome.
Yeah,
I don't know her.
I don't either.
But she wrecks that chick, that other girl. So like, we're getting to see these little characters and like getting to see Colossus have a little more personality, because in X-Men he doesn't really.
Yeah, he carries big things. That's all.
Yeah, he like walks around stuff, and then like the other thing that goes with the Super Bowl is something for us, because we live here in Vegas, and the NFL hates Vegas.
Well, almost any pro team.
Yeah, well, the main reason was why is because we have gambling, and the NFL pretends that no one gambles on football.
Yeah,
I'm still curious as to see what hockey team we're going to get.
Yeah, well, that should happen, to be honest. That one should happen before anything else. But right now, the Oakland Raiders are here. Scouting location, because, one, Oakland loves to stick it to the NFL. If anyone in the league can, they would.
It's because everybody else sticks it to Oakland.
Yeah.
Wow. And unfortunately, like the one team I would imagine being in Vegas,
the Raiders would totally work.
Perfectly fits.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And like right now, everything's moving around, and it's good and bad. Like you're a Chargers fan, but yeah, it would be kind of nice to have them in LA because it's 4 hours closer. The Raiders have a big fan base here. They also have a big fan base in LA.
Yeah, they do.
They would totally probably drive here.
Oh yeah, they get some room rates to do a big Vegas weekend when they come watch the game at the same time and then leave home afterwards. Yeah, oh yeah, totally.
I think it's a natural
and bet on it exactly.
Yeah, bet on it. I think it's a natural fit, and I think the betting stuff is overblown because there's gambling now in all 50 states. The sports books are controlled by Las Vegas, and then most of them aren't sports books. They said over $4 billion this year is going to be bet on the Super Bowl illegally with random bookies and your best friend who's running a book.
To see those ads online about the the
offline
FanDuel.com or
that is gambling.
Yeah,
most of the places are ruling that it's gambling, but not even that. It's like the stuff like Bodog got shut down. They were based out of the Cayman Islands, and if you're crazy enough to send your money to the Cayman Islands to bet on football, and a lot of people were, you're really asking for it. But I just thought that was some fun news. I mean, Vegas is suddenly getting a lot of talk about sports, and for years it was always taboo for us because we have gambling, and they're afraid that someone will have money on a game and go out and affect the score of the game.
Well, how's that different if they had a team here or the team in San Diego?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
People are going to bet on it regardless.
Exactly, they're going to bet on it regardless.
The money is being bet, so. To pretend that we're in any way different than any other place. The only thing that would hurt us is that we're actually not a very big city.
No.
We're only 2 million, but we have 42 million visitors a year.
Yeah.
So that's 42 million kind of residents, I guess. But I don't know. I want to say I think the NHL will be here first, followed by the NBA, and then the NFL will be on the back end.
All those sound good.
Yeah. I mean, baseball could happen, but we'd have to build a dome because it's too damn hot here.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, that about does it for the Pop Geek Podcast. We did 3 little segments for you. Hopefully we kept it a little bit shorter and more concise. And check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I think that's it. And actually, well, check us out in the future. We're going to start doing these live on the Facebook app, either under Eric or if the Pop Geek want to let us. I don't know if it'll let us.
I think we can.
It'll probably do it. Yeah. So
because
hopefully
it's a fan page, right?
It is a fan page. Yeah.
So fan pages, I think you can broadcast.
Okay, yeah, because as long as you can post, you should be able to do it. But we can't do it from my Android yet. It's with all your iOS phones.
That's because Androids suck.
Yeah, so anyway, we'll talk to you guys. Well, we'll see you guys next time, or not see you. We don't really see you through the camera.
And some of you may have actually seen part of this episode live.
Yeah, we actually did this one live for a few minutes on Eric.
For 30 minutes.
If you saw it, tell us if you liked it. All right, we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Take it easy.